Still coming to you live from the 23rd floor of Indoko House. We are discussing current affairs, and this morning I have with me a Patriotic Front PF member of the media team. He is in charge of the publicity and information desk. This is Mr. Chendela Erasmus Mukondo. He is as well former Lusaka province secretary. So we were discussing issues to do with coronavirus and the response to the pandemic that is both from the government and the people just before the break. Now, moving away from the coronavirus issue, well, maybe I can say still related in somehow.
Yes.
Issues to do with gatherings which are being discouraged, issues to do with intra-party elections which the PF intends to hold under the new normal. Do you see this a success? You holding your intra-party elections, the general conference, do you see that a success while observing all these restrictions that we're faced with as we prevent coronavirus?
Comrade member, this is happening for the first time. This COVID-19, we have never experienced such a disease, very strange like COVID-19. We have had pandemics like Ebola, and then also this HIV, which was in it too somewhere there. But with this one, we stop our economic activities, we stop our political activities, our legislative activity, to mean as a people we have been defeated. But a pandemic of this magnitude, we advised that we can only tackle them historically by looking at what happened. Maybe the most immediate one, where we had the terrible pandemics, the Spanish flu. So we can learn from what happened in is it 1917 and 1920, somewhere there. The economy was still up and the people were still moving. And after gaining a lot of knowledge, I think we will succeed, we will fight this COVID-19. So far, so good. If we had listened to different views, if we had closed the economy, we would just imagine what would have happened.
Everything would have collapsed.
Because as other people were proposing, it would have been disastrous. But what is important is to rally behind the mandated government that has been given the mandate to govern us out of this difficult times like this. And that is to rally behind one Edgar Chagwalungu. But at the same time, as I was referring to the director, public relations for UCZ, you find that she said whether COVID or not COVID, the election will continue happening. And the election will happen in 2021. So basically, this is telling us the direction. The constitution has to continue being followed. So this is the reason why we have come up under the new normal. The new normal talks about following the health guidelines. The new normal talks about making sure that good neighborliness is practiced through masking up and then also social distancing. Well, I look at this as a huge challenge in the sense that if we don't do a lot of sensitization, people will be downing their shoulds. So it has to continue the way the Central Committee has emphasized on our part as the ruling party, to make sure that we champion the COVID. Whatever we do, we must talk about COVID to our people, our followers, and then also whatever activities that we have to do as leaders, we have to make sure that we practice these guidelines. And it's like, for instance, if myself, we are having some intra-party election, it will mean whatever little gathering I'm going to have, I have to make sure that I've secured the people that we are going to attend to, and then also securing of the places where we are going to carry out our gathering. So basically, it's the way it is now. We are going towards the world whereby we need to be smart with our politics. We need also to use the tools of social media. We need to be too much on social media and avoid this contact-to-contact approach. So the new normal demands that we implement what we are just talking about.
Okay.
And then you also having more like a lot of social media interactions. So basically that's where we are, and we're happy. This will be difficult to crack, but after 2020 to 2021 we are going to have a new way of doing politics. It's difficult because we are the first people who are going to crack this code of how to address our people electronically using these electronic gadgets. So this is where we are heading, and this is where we are, and we are in fact in that predicament now. So basically this calls for new leadership skills.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, still on issues to do with the elections, the intra-party elections that the PF will be holding, there seems to be this perception that is being created on the outside. People that are not within the party structures see as if there is a lot of confusion. There's lack of unity in the PF. There's a controversy. You want to more like silence those that would want to oppose candidates such as the president. Do you really uphold democracy as a party, PF?
First, to start with, comrade, this is not an academic exercise. We are not in an academic class where you find you have to wait for the teacher to point, oh, can you participate that one in that corner, whatever. We are in a democracy. A democracy, it means it's an open debate. It's an open conference. The way it stands. Last time when I came here, I was even saying that a lot of elections has been done in these 10 new provinces. We are only remaining with Lusaka. But yesterday, the SG has updated. There is still room. In fact, we are being more democratic. We are now remaining with almost six provinces, which has to do Southern Province, I think Northern Province, Muchinga, Wapula, and then Lusaka itself. They have to go through the intra-party election. So that has also opened up further others who would want to participate. Last time I was saying we are only remaining with Lusaka, but the SG, in his wisdom, through the recommendation of the Central Committee, they have opened it further, that those who want to participate at provincial level, let them participate. The problem that we have in Zambia, or people would want to participate, they want to participate on the tape level. But the thing is, there's a constitution that we follow. You have to start from the ward, the constituency, the district, the provincial, and then eventually you can talk about now the Central Committee. But a lot of people would want to be among the 72 members of the Central Committee, which is very unfortunate. So what about all these other people?
There's no undermining of
There's no undermining of the party constitution. There is need to understand that even if you yourself went to a certain change, you need to rise through the ranks. And that's what a lot of people do not want to do. A lot of people, they want to remain on the peripheral. And then when you talk about participation, they want to come and hijack the process. So they themselves, those who are looking at that like we are confused, they themselves, they are the ones who are confused. They don't understand the guidelines. So basically, in any intra-party election, there is the constitution, the constitution of a political party that one had to adhere to. Even when I want to go to UPND, but unfortunately with UPND, you find the president, him just appoint the vice president, and he puts in place anyone the way he wants. But even when you go into their crowd there, you will find that you need to follow their rules. Whether they are crowd rules or party rules, you need to follow their rules. So basically, people have known that the PF, it's now ripe, and the developmental thing that we have put on the ground show that it's a party which has more life. So basically, that's the reason why you find that a lot of people want also to come and participate. But what we are saying, start from ward level. Like myself, I started from ward level, constituency level, district level, provincial level. And this has been a space of almost 8 years or 10 years. So basically, we encourage everyone to go through the same politics so that you understand what is the section, what is the ward, what is the constituency, what is the district. At the same time, this is how leadership is inculcated in each and every individual. That's why you find that we have these people who come just from nowhere, from another party is co-opted. Immediately, these are the same party people who find that they have no loyalty. Tomorrow they will defect. There are opportunities. They look at political parties are like a business. It's a stock market. So basically, those who look at politics like it's a stock market or it's a business, they are the one who see confusion. Because in a stock market, there's speculation. In a stock market, you find that there are trends. But in politics, we stick our guns to party constitutions. And the party constitutions, they determine where we are going. And the SG, one Davis Muller, talked about one important cardinal point, that is popularity. You must be popular. You must be sellable. You must be a person, a people's person. So basically, that's the guide. So when you talk about indiscipline and other things that they are saying, we have disciplinary committees at each party level. And you know, the problem which we have in Zambia is where I find that you do not want to discipline people. When you discipline people, I will take, for instance, the position that the local government minister has done.
On the councils.
On the councils. As a party, that's very good because we are instilling discipline. These are the same people who say, no, can the president fire Dr. Chirufia? And tomorrow, if the president fired, they'll say, no, I'm PF in the confusion. You are heading nowhere. If the president say that, no, I'm following the Republican Constitution, you are innocent, on innocence, until you approve the guilt, again, they will be complaining. They will be talking against the Constitution, the Republican Constitution. Even when it comes to parties and politics, you find that people would be against the rules of each political party. So, for those who look at politics as a business, it's very confusing. You will find some of us, we are very much abiding to the rules and the regulation of the party. And we look very stupid, very foolish. Others, they insult us. They say a lot of, that man, you talk nonsense as usual. He's always pro-Lungu, he's always pro-PF, he's always like this. Because that's what it entails when you are in a political party. Partisan politics entails that you must have loyalty, you must have also discipline, you must make sure that you know what is moving in tandem with the times. That is popularity of the candidates. But it's very important at the same time that, as I said the other time, we have a core group, a core structure, and that is the one which at the moment has been going through these elections. And our honorable SG has done a commendable job because we are just only remaining with 6 provinces. He has done a commendable job, and we have not heard that today, no, that structure in Kalulusha has been, they have gone away. No, the other group in Mongut has gone away. In Mpika, somewhere there, it has been intact. So for us, this is a very successful story. And it's happening for the first time. Because the last time we were divided, you find that even the members of the Central Committee, they were not moving as one block. Okay. So the SG yesterday talked about the same. We have in mind one Edgar Chagwalungu.
Okay. Yes. Now, you've indicated that as a party you are in support of the action that the Minister of Local Government took to suspend 2 councils, which are the biggest in the country, that is Lusaka City Council, as well as the Kitwe City Council. Some, sectors of society saying, well, it doesn't have the powers to do so. And probably, as an addition to that, PF has been accused of embracing illegalities. What lesson now do we learn from this action?
Comrade, if you look at the history of this nation, is Dr. Charles Banda the first person to dissolve a council in the history of this nation? The answer is no. Teta Mashimba. Others, they have been dissolving, even Honorable Mulenga, the late Mulenga, dissolved that several times. Even you remember very well when we were in opposition, our councils were being dissolved and we had to wait. Even Lusaka City Council, at that time, under Chisenga, it was dissolved when we were in opposition. So basically, it's not the first time. There are rules, and as I said, we are following the Constitution, and the Republican Constitution empowers the the president through these ministries to dissolve these councils. Because others will be talking about, Charles Banda is not elected, but is an MP, not so. All these individuals that are in parliament, they are elected. And at the same time, if you are appointed, if Charles Banda was appointed by the president, it doesn't matter, because he represents the interests of the president. Even if he is an honorable person appointed as an MP into parliament, he can still carry out the same mandate, because that's the mandate. We should not look at an individual the way other people are looking at Charles Banda as an individual, but we should look at the office. And the ministry. So he's in order. There's nothing wrong. And being sent, is it 90 days? 30 days until they see to it that these irregularities which has been happening for a long time, they are normalized. And then those culprits, if will be found, they will be reported. So basically, this is a very good example.
It has taken you this long to correct the irregularities. People have concluded that you embrace irregularities as a
we don't embrace irregularities. It's only that if you find that we are further in a lot of these things, we wait for time. We wait for the appropriate time. Suppose he had done this in 2016. How would have been the situation? It would have been something else. People would be saying, PF, they are confused. PF, they are what? We do it in a sufficient time. Again, it's a problem. So we need to start the case. And it has taken long. And all these things, the minister himself, he has sufficient evidence that he should first go for a suspension. Then just start saying, can we send the SEC, go and probe this one, go and probe the other one, go and probe this. But this one, they have shown leadership, and this is not happening for the first time. It happened in Livingstone. And then it happened also in Solwezi. So basically, there is a history to it, and then it's within the constitution.
Okay. All right. Now, as we open we get towards opening the phone lines.
Yes.
We are heading towards the general elections, and PF, you've been campaigning as a pro-poor party. You campaigned on issues to do with creating jobs and the like to better the lives of the people.
Yes.
Now, if you look at your time in power since 2011, are you proud of your achievements as a party?
Yes, we are extremely proud of the achievement as a political party. First, when you look at the infrastructure development, I can even start per ministry and eventually even talk per province. So if you look at per ministry, we have done what others have failed to do in the past close to 27 years. Or I can just even cut from 1980. No government which took over the reign of government invested in the energy sector. That we have injected, and we are proud of it. We have pumped in almost $3.8 billion. And we have seen for the first time, there's what we call cascade development. This is recycling the same water at several points, several times, so that at the end of the day, Zambia can have reservoirs inside the country itself. So under the energy sector, we have exceptionally performed well. So the other one which you have to talk about is agriculture. We are making a lot of headways, especially when you talk about livestock and fisheries. We have now gone into what we are calling entrepreneurial employment type of skilling of our people. And that is your head. Just last month, 6 million was being availed and being given to our youths. So basically, this is a pro-poor party, and we are addressing all the challenges under the means of mind. For the first time, Zambia is now a gold-producing nation. Meaning, if you go to Eastern Province, the gold which they were being categorized as illegal miners, it's now been done under a lot of these cooperatives. You come just here in Lusaka, Chongwe there, and Rufunsa, youths have been employed. There is an umbrella cooperative that has taken in charge of that under the NDC. And then also the ultimate beneficiary, it's the central bank, the Bank of Zambia. You go to Mumba, the picture is the same. We have in thousands, hundreds of cooperatives, youths who have been engaged. On the Goba Belt, it's the same. So on the Goba Belt, even as on Sunday, these youths were being empowered. If you go to Northwestern Province, this gold mining activity it's a wave. It's happening under the Rumwana cooperative, where you find that a lot of youths, as many as, is it 15 cooperatives coming together under one umbrella so that they qualify as an artisan licenseship. So it's happening. Also the magnesium in Ruapula, it's happening. So under the mining, we are comfortable that we used to have people like in MMD, our youths were being jailed as jirabos. But today, as PF, we have recognized them that these can be artisan miners. These can be small.
They can do the mining
legal. And they are carrying this nation now to be a gold mining company. Also a gold mining nation. So if you go per province, we have like Ruapula, where we have 121 projects under the leadership of one Nixon Chilango. So you are talking about 1,000 per company. These are big mega companies. So we are talking about 121,000 youths and locals employed in Ruapula alone. So when you come to Western Province, it's happening there. We have made the Western Province connected to the nation. It used to take people from Kalabo to Mongo days to go through by water. But today, within 3 hours, somebody is in Mongo. Within, is it 48 minutes, somebody will be there. So basically, we have added value, and as Patriotic Fund, this is the reason why we are saying that we have linked this nation to the world.
So that guarantees you the confidence to have...
Definitely, it guarantees us the confidence, and people are seeing. If you look at the infrastructure development, the road infrastructure, we are making headways. And then, talking about the mass, we have elected about 1,009 mass across the nation. This is in line with digitalization. And as you know, this world is... it runs on four pillars. That is digitalization, open markets, and then also this is social media and the internet. It affects us. And then the other one, apart from globalization, these are the 4 pillars that the world is running on, and we have no control over it. So this is the reason why we have to move in tandem with the times. We have put across 1,009 masts across the nation, so that our youths, people like you can have radio station. This radio station, Millennium radio station, can talk to the people in Mbila, in Solwezi, in different localities of this country, different far-flung areas. It's because of the same digitalization, and we have seen the mushrooming of a lot of radio stations. If you go to Choma there, you hear of Baiti radio. Why? It's because there is a mast there. They can broadcast. You do not need to come to Lusaka alone to have a radio station. But you need to make sure that our youths across the nation are empowered. So with us, we are comfortable.
Okay.
We are extremely comfortable.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we open the phone lines on 0962870921. 0953448551. The guest is Mr. Chendela Erasmus Mukondo, Patriotic Front Media Team member in charge of publicity and information desk. He's the chief administrator. And we take your calls or contributions. You have a minute to make that submission. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, this is Sonda calling from Mundola.
Yes, I'm Sonda.
Yes.
Good morning,
I would love
Susan.
morning, sir.
Morning.
Oh, I would like to comment on the way the things others are behaving. It seems like whenever some opposition leaders are actually on air or on radio, are actually attacked. So as a party, as the PF, what do you think is the way forward? What are you going to do about that, sir? Thank you.
Okay. 0962-870921-0953-448551. So that was Bamsonda with a question. Attacks of opposition leaders that would feature on radio or other platforms. 0953-448551. This is Millennium Radio. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Mr. Chendela.
Yes, good morning, sir.
This is Fanwa Manga, senior citizen.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Lafanwa.
Yes.
For me, I just want to add on to what Mr. Chendela has been talking about regarding development. I think I can comment on that one. So, I think people who still question the PF, you promised this, you promised that. In fact, what the PF have done much more than they promised. When you look around the entire country, province to province, district to district, you find PF projects running all over the country. So for some people to begin asking, no, you promised this, you've done more than what they promised. That's the truth of the matter. And I'm glad, Mr. Chendela, you are coming on radio most of the time.
Thank
We
you.
need to treat our people. I commend you for whatever you are doing on behalf of the family. I'm most grateful that people now realize, and we're going to get next year's election. People must not keep themselves, these are cheating us. They are saying, let's know that lie continue lying. But the reality is on the ground. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming through. 0962870921 0953448551. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Okay, good morning, Honorable.
Good morning.
Okay, Miranda na babu alia.
Yes, Walia.
Wana tumina mnamwe Lusaka.
Inquiry.
Chapa kuwalira po. Chakutotira omulaba samutano utwachi pasimula samenya muredio. Bama program mtuletera. Na okutakya akuba esire kumulaba soku. Aona popitiri chenu kurande fili kumulelanda. Bano background siri. Wale umfu abantu bonze. Olo mulelanda na mutekanya bwino nokulondura bwino. Sio charo chapa chosipandikire bombe chapakaramba. Kwa bulo kushupa. So, nangu 2021 tapali sikatushupa. Kanda wati background onzi twali bi kaputwali ngira kare. Abana nzo wali vimano bulange twa muzuni. Ipotu tule bomba. So nangu chindi chonze goto arolesha. Ronda mwamona baona lepo. Abana nzo babule mfwa. Ikirefo bale ole mfwa ya muntu uli onzo weisa. Kubadaba nzo abasipani bakumvatia baona lepo naba kwa naba. Bele bambo kucelebrate. Ili pamuno we eti na pali wawili. So ndio wambele pamutika cyanye bwino leta ali na ifwe situleya. Upeti jokwanda bwino kwine kitwa mukago.
Okay, tatela. Good morning.
Yebo mwasebenza bwanyi studio mo.
Bwino bakalenga.
Inde. Bwanyi balwendo studio mo.
Bwino bakalenga muri bwanje.
Awe aukabwino.
Siko.
Nifuna kamba kwa pankani ya alona masha akiuzo kapina kushikala against na mau yali yonza mina kamba president. Ivo vile chiviza ndimo ivilili. Ivili ma president wana nakita kumbuye nchimozi. Ivili mbakata na washa kwa tuze hao na defenda maamisa za shabwangi. Kwa hiyo mkona kwa nyo shati akilisti president mwine wake avisha decision. Aona, watunasa na kushita mwine wake ngatatu na ufali ngatatu likuli eve. Mwanzo wapu timama mwabaisa confused sometimes. Pali bakambuili. Ndoka hii wale wapali wakambuliweka. Wale wapali wakambuliweka. Watu ndo basi achabe. Kwani bora mtu akabanshi. Kani andalama vija. Hii huyu mtu amfailing achabe. Unani aononga. Baba filing wapali achabe ngati baba si achabe.
Oh, okay, we lost that one. Good morning.
Morning, Evan.
Good morning to you.
Fine, thank you. Bona Honorable Chendela mwauka bwanji.
Bwino mwaka bwanje.
Awe taukaluwe ni wanangoma.
Wanangoma sorry.
Kuserenje.
Serenje, thank you.
Wakapita kwa bantu wakuserenje kuno.
Yes, wanangoma.
Honorable ine kuno kumafamu kwa mene nilili bantu bakutashani ba PF.
Oh, thank you.
Mwamene musebenzera Honorable nakankalibwe kanu mupichirize. Popeza imolo makada mumaya uza. Kuti vamene muchita ni vapaliwe weka bakakumanga ni vako. Namvera nawa vanachita violence ku Central Police. Mulakamba kuti wamene vazagwira vachite find out pakira vagwire vantu vanachita vija mumatosa mawu. But ma opposition yena ngukuno kumafamu mwandi ni vakamba kuti chiva condemn violence vamankala zina kuyendo chosesa wamene azapanga violence ava vantu singa vachetekere onale but tetekera kolo yamene ikamba mawu monga imwe ba PF tibwere pa ground mwandi ni mwasevenza vipatala taviona na kuno tiona ma farming inputs yanabwela ndipo tikutashani mupitilize vintu vamene musevenza va PF ni bwereko manje kuli iyi yamene vatiuza kuti imwe biuteni ndimwe muisapota chamene muisapotera muimira monga ine so pano ndifuna endoimirira kwatu uko kwansefu izaendoimirira manje ngati vachosapo biuteni yamene imida kuti vadzimai vakapati ava vantu sivaminingawewo vamininga mwamene vanatigwesera chanichi bill of rights tifuna tikusapotani vachendera mukaenda pamaredhios mwamene mukambira modeka mtima pitirizani mwandini vakambati mwana wabwino wamamuonera kulikolo imwe timakuonerani kulikolo yanu pitirizani tiri nayi imwe pambuye pano tizakaleka zikomo.
Let's see if we can take one more call and the guest could respond. Good morning.
Hello, morning Mulumba.
Good morning.
Morning valendo vatu.
Morning.
Ine lungu kuno kutumira kuno kukabanana.
Yes, walungu.
Ine mafunzo mbili kwa mbili kwa mafunzo kwa upendeke. Nifunza nifunza wale mu studio bushe MP mostakari bamuno mu Lusaka. Mama batengo wakazi kapasi kitani ne kusitwa staff ya chibutani cyane. Cyane kambira soni ishi. Bamene mula kupita kampeni kuno kwa banana. Honorable Jini Kapata, basela shakafuswa. Kasera tamba. Ukukoze ndimizi yanga ikipata umbana kabanana. Cyane kambira soni anatuleta tetera manzi. Kuma ayo manzi namoleza kulipe. Nikapenda time ukare mu office kwa 9 months. Kwa 9 months. Kote mwini 9 months marodi ya numaka batika tetera. Ya zabu yelo rubani da marodi. Tiyo nilete utani. Tiyo nilete kukawata kutura wa vile divede kulinda kuta. Kuma kuno kulipe. Kukozi wa kato wa 2 kilomita. Ndo akakwele rodi. Akakwele mutu wa utani. Kama kiucha kulita kazai kabanana rodi. So 9 months ya numasa nawe. Utati kuwezea vani mati uza. Ngati nikaona mshamushi. Ngati machasezi ya nyukana mu office. Ngati kuno mzawazi kama madam Jini Kapata. You have any problem na kwani ngina mtu toni usatu ya awe sasa tuze kuchana kwa maana tinga tuze Jini Kapata problem hivi ngati zinga mavuto kuruka banana bozo atinama papaka zikomo kwa mbili
zikomo. Okay, Mr. Chendela, you can respond to this and then we can take the last set of calls.
I will tell you, Honorable, is it Brother Musonda? With that one of Manangoma from Serenje, because he's talking about the same issue of attacking other cadres on a radio station. I think this one, the president has come out very strongly and he has condemned that under the SG,